Hello guys, in this video tutorial I would like to explain that how we can calculate the mean or the arithmetic mean uh, on the group data. You can see that this example is from the previous video tutorial that we constructed a frequency distribution or a frequency table for the data. And you know already that how we construct this. There are four rules, main rules, which I have discussed in the previous video, and then I construct this frequency table for the data. Now, in this lecture, I would like to calculate the mean of this data. So let's remove this cumulative frequency table, and then I would like to calculate the mean. So I would like to remove this table from here. You need to calculate the midpoint and then multiply the midpoint with the frequency, and then you can use a formula to calculate the. So let's do this in this way. Okay, so let's do now this in this way. This should be line. Okay, now I calculate the midpoint. Midpoint, mean midpoint of this. Okay, this in $1,000. This should be in $1,000. $1,000. Okay, now I need to calculate the midpoint of this line because that midpoint I suppose denote by MI or you can say by XI, whatever you depend. So midpoint mean that you need there are different roots, but in this case you need to add the lower limit of the two consecutive classes and divide by 2. This means that you need to calculate the average of the two lower values, two lower limits of the consecutive classes. So this means that in this case, this should be 15 plus 18 divided by 2. And this will be equal to, you can add this and divide by 2. So this will be 19, not 19. Uh, this should be just you can add, you can calculate the average of these two. This should be 715 plus 18 divided by 2. Divided by 2. This will give you 16.5. So the first one is 16.5. And now you know that the difference is 3. I mean 3000 in the data, but we for simplicity we mentioned that it is 3. And the difference is 3 in this class and in each class interval. So you can add 3 to this value and you can get the midpoint for the second interval. However, you can do in this way that add these two limits, the first two limits of the consecutive classes and divide by 2, or in this case the lower limit of the next class is the upper limit of this class, so you can add these two. For example, 18 plus 21. So for this class this should be 18 plus 21 divided by 2. So this should be 19.5 because yes you can one, this is 19, so this is 41, so this should be 19.5. You can add this simply 9 1 1 add 9 and 2 1 3, so 39 divided by 2 19.5. Similarly you can do for this one, you can add these two limits 21 plus 24, 21 plus 24 divided by 2, and this will give you add 3 22.5. And similarly, you can do this 24 plus 27 divided by 2, and this will give you 25.5. There should be a 3 difference because the difference is constant, so you can do the same way here. 27 plus 30 divided by 2. This will give you 28.5. And this is 30 plus 33 divided by 2, and this will give you 31.5. And this will give you 33 plus 36 divided by 2. This will give you 34.5. So these are the values xi. This means x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7. So these are the midpoints. Now you need to calculate fi, xi. You need to calculate this. So this means that uh, frequency f1 is 8 multiplied by 16.5. This will give you a value. Let me just do this. This will give you a value of 8 plus 6, 8 into 16.5. This will give you 132. And next is 19. You need to multiply with the frequency first. So I would like to do this. I need to write as according to this. I need to write the frequency first. So this means that 23, this is F2, multiply by 19.5. This will give you, let's do this. This is 23 multiplied by 19.5. This will give you 4485. 4485. The third one is 17 multiplied by 22.5. 17 multiplied by 22.5. This will give you 382.5. 382.5. The fourth one is 18 because frequency is 18. F multiplied by 25.5. This will give you 18 multiplied by 25.5. 459. 459. The fifth one is 8 multiplied by 28.5. 8 multiplied by 28.5. This will give you 228. The sixth one is 4 multiplied by 31.5. This will give you 4 multiplied by 31.5. This will give you 126. And the seventh is 2 multiplied by 34.5. 2 multiplied by 34.5. This will give you 69. Now you can see that this column will be the summation of fi xi, and this column is summation fi, and this is also equal to n. You should remember that. Remember that summation fi is equal to n, which is equal to 80 in this particular example. Now mean in case of group data, the mean or the arithmetic mean in case of group data. Group data can be calculated can be calculated by using the following formula. The formula is arithmetic mean is equal to summation fi xi fi, where fi the frequency of ith class interval of the ith class interval, and xi the midpoint of the ith class. Okay, so now you have this value and you can calculate this value from the above table. Just sum the last column, this column, and this will give you summation fi xi. You can do that. You can sum this just so let me sum this 132 plus 448.5 plus 382.5 plus 459 plus 228 plus 126 plus 69. This will give you 1845. 1845. So now you have these values. Just put these values in the formula. And the formula, just put these values, simplify, you will get the arithmetic mean. This means that 1845, 1845 divided by 80. This will give you the mean for this data. So let's divide this by 80 divided by 80. This will give you 23.06. 23.06. So this is the arithmetic mean for group data. For simple data, it's very easy. For group data, you need to calculate the midpoint because with the interval it is a bit harder. Not a bit harder, it's much harder that how you can put the interval in this formula. So you need, if I is already with you when you constructed the frequency table, you need to calculate the midpoint, multiply the midpoint with the frequency, then sum that column, and the summation of that column you need to divide that by summation of the frequency, which is equal to n, and you can get the average or the arithmetic mean for the group data. So thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next video. Ciao.